This is a chance for you to say anything you want to about video games. You know that we're doing a video about digital technology and digital media and how it affects childhood development.
That's kind of funny. Making a video about how digital media affects childhood development, and a video is a digital media.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp. You get the irony there. So
I'm just looking at the R2D2. I'm like, what? Is that a remote control or something?
yeah, it is. It's got a motion sensor, and so it'll talk to you and make sounds. And
Sucks, I know.
so they say one of the impacts of digital culture is that there's so much bombarding our brains all the time that it's a culture of distractibility. So we're more easily distracted. You think so?
Yes.
Well, tell me, what do you think about video games? You love video games, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about video games and you and your life.
I don't know. Whenever I get bored, I just like to do video games. I don't know. I just do.
And what do you think? What do you think is good about video games?
It's just that they're a distraction. I don't know exactly why I like them so much, other than that they're a distraction.
Well, do you think that are there some ways they affect you that are good? Like, what are the benefits?
Well, there are some video games that have educational purposes, which are good, but the majority of them not so good. Then there are the kids who play like the Call of Duty, whatever, the first-person shooter games.
Right.
Way too much.
Right.
And supposedly they go out and just think it's real life. It desensitizes people.
To being aggressive.
Yes.
Or killing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a popular concern. Although, you know, the truth is there are like 3 times more women in their 30s playing those video games than there are teenage boys. At least that's what the statistics say.
Right. I don't think so.
I know, I read that and I was surprised because it seems like most of the teenagers I'm talking to are playing those games, and I get a lot of people in my office who are playing those games and their moms are trying to get them to do homework, and they won't do their homework because they want to play the games instead. And they also don't go out and socialize because they want to stay home and play the games instead.
Yeah. It sounds familiar.
How does it sound familiar? What happens with you in video games?
We have nothing to do. I'd rather do video games than go outside and play or do anything really.
You'd rather play video games than do anything.
Yeah.
And where you go to school, you have a computer with you all the time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So talk to me about having a computer all the time while you're at school.
Makes it really easy to play video games.
Uh-huh.
They've tried to cut down on that by putting web filters on, but I don't think that really works.
Yeah, how well have the web filters like NetNanny done at keeping you off of video games?
Most times it's good. I only really have one video game I can play, and if Mom did the correct things, I couldn't play it, honestly.
Has there ever been a filtering program that's kept you from accessing the video games when you wanted to?
No, I haven't found a filtering program that can block all the games all the time.
In other words, you've been able to hack your way through those things every time.
Not hack. Some of them I find bugs, loopholes that may be considered hacking, but NetNanny is really good. I can't keep my way through that one.
Oh, really?
Really.
Okay, so there's one for the parents. The NetNanny works pretty good.
NetNanny in combination with the Microsoft Family Safety that comes like on Windows 7, set up correctly, could block out pretty much every video game.
What did you spend most of your time doing?
Video games.
Mm-hmm. even while you were in school and while the teachers were talking?
Yes. They actually last year required us to have the Samsung Galaxy tablets at the beginning of the year. Well, some sort of electronic device, and at the beginning of the year they were selling the Samsung Galaxy tablet, which is really easy to just go on the school Wi-Fi, download games from the Google Play Store, and play them in class. It's just really easy.
Could you give a percentage on about how much of the time you were playing video games last year instead of doing school stuff?
No.
What would be a guess?
75.
75% of the time?
Probably.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so your grades didn't end up being very good?
No, I had to do summer school.
You had to do summer school.
Which was, I found really easy because it was online and it was kind of like a video game because some of the things actually were games.
You think the games may present a portal for predators?
Yes, because like Call of Duty, there's the voice chat capability, and I actually use that with some friends.
What about, is there anything that parents should watch out for? I mean, do you have concerns about the role of video games in your life?
Yes, I myself is kind of addicted to them, so I'll beware of that.
And what makes you think that you're kind of addicted to them?
I play them like constantly almost.
Have you gotten in trouble?
Yes.
How
Sure.
often?
At least once a week.
At least once a week?
Probably 2 or 3 times a week, usually.
So what do you think the consequences of being addicted to video games are? Is there something bad that happens to you, or is there
I
anything you're
guess
missing?
there could be. I think I don't know if they're addicted, but there are some cases where kids have gotten into the hospital for, they don't sleep, they don't eat, they don't drink sometimes. And they'll just do marathon gaming.
So does that happen with you? Do you ignore other parts of your life, like relationships or eating or exercise or socializing or schoolwork that might be
I
important
always
to you?
ignore exercising. No matter what, I ignore exercising. I don't like exercise.
Uh-huh.
Usually if you're getting a mature game, research it before going in and letting kids play it. I've also noticed that on more of the recent systems, some of them will actually let you set time limits on the games. Gameplay per day. Mom has our Xbox set to 2 hours per day. And you can actually set rating restrictions where, like, I know Mom set when we first got our Wii a few years ago, she had our thing set to where we can only play, I forget, 18 games, I think. And when we got the Legend of Zelda game that was rated T, she actually had to put in her password to let us play it.
So you think those are healthy controls?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there are pro-social elements to a lot of the games.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I appreciate your help. Is there anything else you want to ask or anything that you want to add?
Not that I can think of at this moment.
Okay.